remember the whispers, the sneers, the way my own family mocked my dreams as if they were some kind of joke. A painter? Really? Isn't that just the fancy way of wasting your life? My father scoffed. You're never going to make a dime doing that, my sister said, rolling her eyes as if I was some lost cause. They told me I was embarrassing the family, but I was chasing illusions while the world moved on without me. I felt the weight of their contempt like a lead blanket, suffocating my spirit. But inside, I knew I had to try. I couldn't live knowing I'd let their doubts define me. So I left that small town with nothing but a battered backpack, a dream, and a stubborn fire burning in my chest. I poured myself into my art, into my code, into building something real. For years, I fought through rejection, silence, financial hardship. I stayed up nights coding game after game, painting in dim light, refusing to let their words drown out my purpose. Every failure was fuel, every ridiculous comment a spark. I was building my world, one pixel, one brushstroke, one line of code at a time. And then, one day, it happened. My game went viral. An indie project I poured my soul into exploded across the internet. Suddenly, I was recognized, celebrated. My work featured in magazines, invited to speak at conferences. I was no longer that laughingstock in my family. I was a creator, a pioneer. I had proved them wrong, not just in words, but in the very fabric of my life. Finally, I returned home. The town hadn't changed much, but I had. I was different, confident, successful, unbreakable. I parked my car outside the modest house where I'd grown up, heart pounding. I stepped inside, and the air was thick with familiar scents, cinnamon, old wood, memories. Then I saw them, my family, gathered in the living room, eyes dull, lost in their routines. I took a deep breath, steadied my trembling hands, and walked in. "Hey," I said softly. They looked up, hesitant, unsure, their faces once full of doubt, shock, maybe regret. I carried a wrapped package, and as I unwrapped it, I revealed a large, vibrant canvas. It was my first major piece, an explosion of colors, raw emotion, everything I'd fought for. I looked at their faces, eyes wide, mouths agape, then at my work, at the life I'd fought to create. "You said I'd never make it," I whispered, "but here I am. I built this from nothing while you told me I was wasting my time. And I'm just getting started." Silence hung heavy. My mother's eyes glistened with tears. My father looked away, speechless. My sister's jaw tightened as she absorbed the truth. Proof that I had turned their doubts into my triumph. In that moment, I saw their faces change, no longer mocking, but awestruck. I had returned not just as the person I'd been, but as the person I'd become. A testament to resilience, to fighting against the odds. I had bet everything on myself, and I had won. No words were needed. I left the painting on the table, turned, and walked out of that house for good. Because I knew this was only the beginning. The world was mine now, and I'd prove every doubter wrong again and again, until the only thing they remembered was the strength of my story.